Hello and welcome back. I'm Nicole, a cottage witch, and today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough and just sort of looking at the wisdom of the Elders Oracle. It's by Sean Leonard with artwork by Tracy Metallic and Aaron Gugu, it looks like. Lovely box. I assume that's the Micmac language. Inside Misit and Comac. We are all related, and that's lovely. And this is the back of the box. And this just came out as of my filming it. I've just had it for a couple of days, and I've only looked so far at the first few cards. So I'm gonna do just a quick little flip through and have a look at them, and if I have thoughts as I go, maybe share those, and then have a quick look at the guidebook afterwards. So if you're at all interested in this one, is center roughly there. The cards are fine. I mean, you know, nothing to write home about. Standard mass market Hay House. It's fine. It's not my favorite, but it's fine. The backs are pretty though. I like the design on the back. I'll have to see in the guidebook if it says, if it's like a traditional Micmac design, or I don't know. Anyway, this is the first card. They're all numbered. They all have a keyword, and it looks like an animal or a something. Yeah, it gets a bit weirder as we go, but the first few ones all have a keyword, and I say weirder, I don't mean weird, but anyway. The first one is humility with a wolf. And actually, I am going to look up in the guidebook if any of the symbols or patterns are defined, or if it's just a style of artwork. If it's like, you know, has a particular meaning. Okay, so for the first card, this is what the guidebook has here. So it has humility teaches us that we are all equal, etc. The sacred grandfather teachings. The wolf carries this sacred lesson. And how the wolf can be an example for us. And if you've drawn this card today, someone close to you may need your assistance, or perhaps you are the one in need of assistance. And there's just a few lines about what you might do or what your day might be like. So that's interesting. Just quickly skimming through, there are some spreads, there are some how to prepare yourself to use them. Okay. So I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So the first 7 cards, the first cards are the 7 grandfather teachings, and then wigwam ancestors, all my relations, spirit totem animal, power totem animal, don't know what the difference is, grandmother moon. The 4 sacred fire teachings, water, air, mother earth, and then the seasons. And then there are the 4 sacred medicines, tobacco, sage, cedar, and sweetgrass. And then some other keywords, sacred journey, spirit world, etc. So that's interesting. So that's kind of the structure of the deck. Oh, and he's got a book called Spirit Talker. Cool. And then these are the artists. So they're both Micmac artists, it looks like. And that's a bit about the author if you want to read about him. I think he's got a YouTube channel. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything about artwork choices. It's more about the animal and what the animal means. So, okay. Then I'm assuming that I can read into the artwork based on whatever's there. So there's an insect of some sort. There's a turtle, which will always make me think of Turtle Island. Interesting. Okay. 2 is truth, which is the turtle with the earth above it. Don't know what's happening here. Oh, those are the moon cycles. Okay. Obviously. Oi. Okay. And then other designs, feathers and whatnot on the turtle's back. Okay. And the turtle is for truth. I like the bear. Bear is bravery with paws going in the 4 directions. At least that's what I'm assuming is the purpose of the paws. Love is eagle. Ooh, it's got some strawberries, which are also called heartberries in Anishinaabemowin, I believe. Maybe in Mi'kmaq too, I don't know, or the Mi'kmaq language. Respect is bison and buffalo. I'm not sure what that symbol is. Funny sort of earth. Interesting. I don't know why on this one it's recognizable continents. On this one, I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at. So that's interesting. That was respect. We've got some these birch trees for the beaver for wisdom. Birch or well, the leaves don't look like, well, I'm not sure. I always want to know what the plants are, so it's possible I'm reading too much into it. Honesty is Sabi or Bigfoot. And this is the medicine wheel on his chest. And I'd have to look up what the 4 colors mean again because I never remember. Wigwam for movement. Okay. And they're in a canoe maybe? Or doing something with their hands. I'm not entirely sure. Ancestors for spirit guides. All my relations, interconnectedness. You hear this a lot. Canada, there's that symbol again. I'm not sure how to describe it, or I'd look it up. Bit of the earth below. And here we have the medicine wheel again. Spirit totem animal. Direction. Turtle, eagle, hummingbird, and wolf. I wonder if those have significance. I assume they have significance of some sort in the Mi'kmaq culture, but I'd have to look it up. So I had to do a little bit of research on this one, but that's okay. Power totem animal. Protection. With quite a few polar bears, which I would not care to meet in real life. Grandmother Moon cycles. That's pretty. Grandfather Sun, sacred fire. Gratitude. Earth's core, sacred fire. Beginnings. Sacred, I don't know if sacred fire is particular to the Mi'kmaq culture or if it's a more general indigenous idea. I haven't heard of it before, I don't think, so I'm not familiar. But this is ceremonial sacred fire dedication with, not sure what's happening there. All right. Sacred heart fire. No, heart sacred fire. Passion. Just read things all out of order now. Water. Affirmation. Different types of water. That's interesting. Air. breath and mindfulness. Mother Earth, the drum. Ooh, with roots coming out of the drum, that's nice. I like that. Huh. With the kids there learning what presumably their fathers or whichever adults are doing. Spring, new beginnings. With seeds. Yeah, different stages going around there. That's cool. Alright. Maybe I'm gonna try zooming in a touch. One moment. Alright. I realize I'm halfway through, but this might work better. And then I don't have to pick them up for you to get a closer view if you're interested. So summer activation in a canoe with a raven or a crow. I can never tell. I always have to look up how to tell the difference. Fall, stability. It is in the center there. Is it gonna focus? Not sure if I can tell what that is. Interesting. Winter, elder. Oh, that's cool. It is coming in on winter here. Tobacco, sacred medicine, reciprocation. Lovely. Sage, sacred medicine, cleansing. So I believe around me it's sagebrush that's used. Usually. Cedar, sacred medicine, protection. And there's not a lot of cedar around here either, but a couple. Sweetgrass, sacred medicine, strength. Sweetgrass is one of those things that I haven't been able to find in the wild yet, but I'd love to, just to see it in its natural habitat, because I'm a dork like that when it comes to plants. 29 is sacred journey, transformation, with a caterpillar, chrysalis, and a butterfly. Beautiful butterfly. Oops. Oh, and it's got the moon in the head there. That's cool. I think the moon is the moon in all of them? Not quite. A lot of them. Spirit world, omnipresence. With, I want to say, a dragonfly, a butterfly, and a blue jay. I wonder if there's significance to those. Two spirit, balance, with a variation on the medicine wheel. I'm not sure if that symbol has a specific name. What look like the chakra colors, although, are they in that order? Maybe they are. I'm not a chakra person, so I'm not sure. And then just the rainbow. And I'm not sure if that's a flame or a leaf or a feather or what that is exactly at the top, but it's interesting. It's all very fluid in that circle there, despite the structure. Cool. The forest, support. Spirit talker, communication. So that's interesting. Let's see if I can see what these little things are. I'm not sure. Planting seeds, intention. Sweat lodge, rebirth. Oh, there's is that the same symbol, or is that the variation on the medicine wheel symbol? I can't remember. The what is that? Tau symbol? The Great Spirit, Creator. Milky Way, Spirit Road. This symbol here, interesting. I'll have to look into that. Star people, universal knowledge. Have to look into what star people are too. Actually, maybe I'll look that up and see if it has that in here. Ah, it does. So sometimes it has. Star people are some of the oldest allies to the human nation. They guide and assist us through life and possess ancient wisdom that we can connect with. They can often appear to us during dreams or meditations. Interesting. Okay. So there's a little bit about some of the symbols, or some of the beings, but not all of them. Okay. I'll get back to that in a second. So that, oh yeah, it is a bit chipped on the bottom. Oh well. Just get a green marker and cover that in. Pipe ceremony, prayer. Talking circle, listening. He's holding a feather. And is that the same as the pipe, or is that a different? It might be. It might be a pipe, or it might be a different stick of some sort. Spirit plate offering. Plant nation, herbal medicine. Okay, that's gonna be my favorite one. With what looks like dandelions and strawberries, and I'm not sure about a couple of them. Sage bundles, I assume. Nice. Smudge, clearing energy. Dream catcher, dream time. Okay, so that's all the cards. I'm gonna quickly find, whoops, I put this one the wrong way around. Something with those symbols I was wondering about, and see if they are discussed in here at all. Okay. This one doesn't look like it does, but it's bigger on, well, 11 is medicine wheel. So, let's see. Interesting. Okay, so, I mean, that may not have been very interesting to watch, but I can't seem to find descriptions of those symbols in the book. So it doesn't seem to describe the symbols or the artwork, but it does describe other beings. Maybe not necessarily plant beings, but spirit beings. 23. Let me have a look at this one. Nope. So it doesn't tell. I'm not even sure what bird that is. And it doesn't say, as far as I can find. Okay. So, I mean, personally, would I prefer more information? Yeah, but also, I'm a data analyst with a library and information studies degree, so I always want more information. Ooh, it's a bit of a slight bow, but oh well, maybe it'll come out as they're shuffled. Don't judge my shuffling. I'm not an expert shuffler. Oh. As you can see. So yeah, I always prefer when guidebooks have information about the art choices, because I'm always curious about the symbolism and what the meaning of all the different things are. If it's just, you know, is that a generic tree, a specific tree? Is that just a water bird, or is it a specific type of bird, and does it have any, you know, implications for the meaning? So I'm always curious about that sort of thing, which this doesn't seem to have, which is a bit too bad, but oh well. Just to end us off here, I will, whoops, just draw one and see what the guidebook has to say as I carry on with the rest of the day, and as anybody watching this does as well. There we go. That was slightly better. Shuffling is not my area. I'm not somebody who does it just for fun. So I'm not adept. All right, what have we got here? Grandfather, son, sacred fire, gratitude. And 14, at least it's easy to find them in the guidebook, so that's nice. 14 is, I won't read the whole thing out, but it's here on the screen if you care to pause it. Fire is sacred to all of creation because it is recognized as a living being. Oh, I did not know that. It exists in 4 different spiritual forms, the first of which is the sun. Oh, cool. All right. If you've drawn the Grandfather Sun Sacred Fire card today, take the time to stand in the sunlight and offer thanks. It is by living in a state of gratitude that we not only connect to our higher selves, but to our own sacred divinity. Take this day as an opportunity to reconnect, be grateful for all you have experienced, and remind yourself that we are all the same source and light. Interesting. Okay, I know I've said interesting like a dozen times in this video. Anyway, so some of the cards I may have to do a bit of research on, but I don't know. I might be okay with that if I find that it holds my interest. And things like this usually do, although the Mi'kmaq are like on the east, very far east coast of Canada, like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick area, Quebec maybe, just north of like Maine and Vermont and that sort of corner of the world, if you're American and don't know Canadian provinces. Yeah, so the land is quite different, and the teachings I'm not always familiar with because I'm more familiar with, for example, Cree and Anishinaabe teachings, but it will be maybe a prompt to learn a little bit more, and that's not a bad thing. All right, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.